Let's be real, you're tired of smelling like everyone else. It's time you step into the magical world of indie fragrances. These aren't your average department store perfumes. These are handcrafted, story-filled, personality-packed scents that feel like poetry in a bottle. Hello, Radiant Rose. Welcome back to my scent sanctuary. I'm Brittany Rose, and today we are diving into the world of indie fragrances. And trust me, if you're someone who craves individuality, this is where your perfume journey truly begins. Because there's nothing better than feeling like you are the best smelling girl in the room and knowing that because you know the perfume you have on, nobody else has. And I feel like that today. So you might be wondering, what is an indie perfume brand? An indie brand is a fragrance brand that is independently owned and operated. Not a part of a fashion house or a giant cosmetics corporation. These are literal people hand packing these and making them with love. They're often run by passionate perfumers or creative artisans. So you might be wondering, what makes indie scents different? A lot of them are handmade or small batch crafted, meaning there is just one person pouring love into this certain scents. They have inventive scent profiles, think honey, smoky, forest rain, tarot inspired blends. You are going to see a lot of them tell a story through scent, inspired by dreams, poetry, nature, mysticism. A lot of them, I notice, do have some of them have their themes, like some are very ethereal and mystical, or some are very gourmand focused where they put a marshmallow with everything. You would be really, there's such a range of these indie perfumes, and it makes it almost overwhelming, but in a fun way, because you're like, ooh, I want that. Ooh, I want that. And you can find different ones to blend with you and pair them with your designer fragrances to make them unique. I do feel like sometimes they could get too carried away because some of the scent descriptions will be like, it smells like a sunny Tuesday and the sun is setting at 25 degrees and the wind whispers a certain way. And you're like, what does that smell like? But overall, though, it's also easy to get carried away in the story of a description of a scent. So just be careful with those. Like, the words can sound good, but how do the notes really translate in your nose? Because something that I've learned is if a smell is too complicated, generally people tend to not like, or at least not comment on it. Doesn't mean that they don't like it, but I believe this is why vanilla is one of the most popular scents ever. Everyone can smell vanilla. Everyone has a memory tied to vanilla. Everyone has some sort of core memory or emotion that comes from vanilla, and that it's just a very easily recognizable scent compared to mixing tons of notes together and you're like, how do I smell? And the average person is like, good. You know, when you're a perfume enthusiast, connoisseur, whatever you would like to call yourself, you really get to appreciate the notes in a scent. But if your goal is to be complimented or you're wearing it for your person, just keep that in mind that vanilla is one of the most popular scents, and it's also the safest scent. And a lot of these beautiful indie brands come up with many different versions of vanilla, and I'm seeing a lot of marshmallow during this time. So cruelty-free ingredients, which is really nice, because if you're going to go ahead and spend the money, it's nice to be investing things that are going on your skin, like that don't have cruel ingredients, and using eco-conscious things. You want to make sure you're putting the best on your skin. So that inspired me to get into some indie brands for my body butters and creams and oils, because I want the best on my skin. Perfume can be, You are going to spray that on your skin, but you're more likely going to spray that on your clothes as well, whereas your oils and lotions and butters go directly on it. They can be genderless, nostalgic, weird, wildly artistic, and that's the magic. You never know. I found a brand called Vice Vive, and interestingly enough, I must have found her after she did a rebrand. Her brand was called Pick Me Up Perfumes, or Pick Me Up Perfumes. Cool is I have seen male indie perfume brands. I've seen women team. So it's really cool to be able to witness the artistry that comes with it. Like when it says the perfume, passionate perfumers and the artistry, you can tell the ones who really just have a passion for creating it and just wanting to play in the sense and create new things, whereas there are the some who like to make replicas of different scents, but in their own way. And I think I left off on telling you my story about the Vice Vive. Yes. And how I just found her after she rebranded to Vice Vive from Pick Me Up Parfum. And one thing that I really love about her is that she has like a rose theme throughout her branding, which, if you've been here long enough, I'm Brittany Rose. I love all things roses. So I definitely had to cop me some of her. I got some samples. I got her Marshmallow 2.0. I have Liquid Luck, which smells really good. So Marshmallow 2.0 is just what it sounds like. It's a very good marshmallow. I'm wearing it today layered with Paris Corner, or I believe Aroma Concepts. It's one of them. Tiramisu Speculoos. And it's like the best tiramisu, but with like whipped cream on top. It is so good. So I love that. I have Aloof. I have Out of Your Tax Brackets, and those two scents are a bit complex for my nose. There are a lot of notes in them. Their descriptions don't really help me connect with the notes, because sometimes I notice a brand will tell the story with the notes and my brain can connect to it. But in this case, I don't feel that way with those two, but they're still good perfumes nonetheless. And I'll have to do a scent tour of those. And I also have Gates of Heaven, Pure Angel, and White Beast. Gates of Heaven is a beautiful raspberry marshmallow. And then Pure Angel is a sweet blend that also has marshmallow in it, almost fruity. And White Beast is very similar to Blanche Bete, but with a vanilla base to it. That's something that she has a theme in hers, is like a vanilla woody undertone in a few of them. So hers is a really good brand, but I say all that to say you may feel connected with one just based on their branding alone, like Her and the Roses. So here's why: support small business, artistry, and fragrance freedom. Scents aren't always safe or crowd pleasing, but they are memorable. This is where the uniqueness comes in. And they may be oil-based or natural, which is better for sensitive skin. You have more control in knowing what's going on your skin when you go with an indie, and it's perfect for layering or building a scent ritual. That is one thing that I have grown to be doing with my indie perfumes, is they're like a secret layer that nobody knows about, and it like kind of makes me feel a bit more confident. And like I've been like just turning, every time I turn my head, I'm smelling some marshmallow, I'm smelling some tiramisu, I got some caramel vanilla oil on my skin, and if I just pick my arm up to my nose, I can still smell the oil I put on this morning. So it's all a beautiful blend that will take you from feeling like you just did a few spritz and you're good for the day to walking around like, yeah, I smell good. Okay. So it's best for fragrance. It is best for fragrance lovers seeking a signature scent no one else has. Artists, rebels, creatives, healers, dreamers that love to feel super connected to their perfume, and people who want a scent to match their lifestyle, values, and energy. popular indie brands to explore. There is imaginary authors. There are blends with literary backstories. Black Baccara, witchy, gothic, and botanical. And there's also solstice scents, earthy, cozy, and magic in a bottle. I'm also going to pause my notes here and throw in my indie suggestions for you. So there is Marajia. It is Marajia. And she literally uses the words turning your skincare and self-care into a ritual. She uses quality ingredients that are good for your skin. And she just seems really down to earth and really cool in her group. And that's something that's really cool about indie brands, is you can generally tend to join their community groups and you get to connect with them. They give you suggestions, you tell them what you like, and they offer tips for you and to you. Not only that, but the community itself will help you with your decisions as well. So she is great. I haven't had her perfume yet. I'm talking about her like I had the oils, but that's how excited I am, because that's how good the reviews are. But I've read the ingredients as well, and just from the ingredients alone, the community love and the feeling of the owner, I know I'm gonna love these oils, and I'm gonna do a bigger buy at her next drop. The next one is Vice Vive. Like I mentioned, if you like long lasting, unique, ethereal, mystical blends, if you love roses, she sends roses in every package. So I'm a little bit excited to make my own order from her so I can get my own roses, and I have a bottle with roses on them. Hers are very long lasting. I definitely would suggest hers if you prefer long lasting. Moments by Care is another beautiful indie brand. These are the artists that I said that you can kind of tell that they love just the art of perfume. They're always creating new things. They're trying different combinations all the time. They do inspired buys, and they really let you make your fragrance journey fun. They even have mixers where you get to choose your own fragrance. All of the fun. They're even branching out to cleaner and hair perfumes. A few of them have hair perfumes now, so that's kind of a trending thing coming up. Another one is Blake & Co. One thing I really loved about hers, I only had her oils, and I got to be a fragrance tester for her. One thing that stood out for her oils for me is how soft they made my skin feel. So when you are looking for scented oils, I know we're supposed to be talking about just indie brands by themselves, but I feel like I have to throw this one in. When you are looking for a good body oil, it doesn't just mean that it smells good, because you can buy something that smells good, but it's not moisturizing. And or vice versa, you can get an oil that's moisturizing, but you're not getting the scent. And Blake & Co. has such a beautiful blend of both. So if you're looking for a good body oil, check her out. I also see great reviews about her perfume. Zoologist Perfumes is also an indie brand. And Orena is also an indie brand, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they are an indie too. They are definitely woman owned. So are you ready to explore the magical world of indie scents and find your own perfume personality? Grab my book, The Perfume Playground. It's a beautifully written guide into the world of scent from mainstream to mystical. Then light a candle, spray your sample, and fill out my signature scent journey, your companion workbook to record and reflect on your fragrance explorations. Links below. I bundled them together for you. Your next signature scent might be an indie one, and now you're going to be able to know which one that is because you have the My Signature Scent Journey workbook. Leave me some comments, some roses in the comments, and let me know you made it to the end, and let me know if you have a favorite indie brand that I need to go check out next, or let me know if there are some you want me to review, because I will definitely check it out. And if it's something that's up my alley, I would love to come make a video just for you so we can test these out together, girl. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.